Said I got a little Buddha.
Well,
Hi.
Hi, Muffins.
What's up?
Ooh. Sorry, I always do this in the beginning. I always wait for it to show up on the screen on the other side, so that way.
Hi.
See?
There it is.
Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
Hello, everybody in the chat. It is so nice to see all of you and all you early birders. I love that.
Yes, come early, stay late. We like it all.
We love it.
Love that.
We love it. So we are doing a muffin chat. We won't have one next week, just a heads up. Sheree has a doctor's appointment.
Ew.
She's going to be at the doctor's. And so we won't have a muffin chat next week. So soak it in now.
But I think the next one after that one, will we be together in that one? Yeah. No. Don't get excited.
Oh my goodness. So
2 weeks.
This has been so fun. So we actually asked you guys in the Muffin Chat Facebook group for some questions. So that way, I feel like when we just bring it up in the chat, like, hey, do you have any questions? It's kind of hard to think on the spot like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to give you guys an opportunity to think. If there was anything that you have been curious about, yeah, you guys like that? Then, yeah, then you can see it. Or you can ask it. You can still feel free to ask your questions now, so keep it in mind. Thank you very much. Amazing shirt. So as always, if you're having a hard time with the live chat, if you can't see us or something is funny, just exit the chat and then come back into it and see it.
Sometimes it like clogs it up when we first start.
So sorry guys. I had a tickle in my throat.
Got a frog in my throat.
All right, so first things first, Sheree, you gonna talk about them CBs?
First thing first
Or
on
you
the
gonna let
list.
them hang out all day without talking about your CBs?
Oh, for a second I was like, okay. Guys, I'm rocking collarbone. What? Oh my god, look at it.
Collarbone.
Collarbone. They came to party. They came to party.
Hashtag hollerbones.
Hollerbones.
Hollerbones. That is probably the funnest thing ever. I remember when mine popped out, I was like, oh.
I haven't seen you in about 7 years. Hi.
2 tops all week. 2 tops all week. I don't own a tube top.
I don't either because I don't want to scare anyone.
I don't understand how they work.
They don't hold anything in.
I know. How far is too far down and how short is too far up?
Yeah, I need to know the exact schematic.
Yes. CBs all day.
See? Oh, they're popping. They're popping.
Popping CBs. That is amazing. So,
No,
how
raising the roof.
was your guys' weeks? We want to hear all about your weeks and how everything went for you. And then we'll probably just start. Yes, put some.
I'll put some highlight on those CVs. I will. Next Monday, it's gonna be like bling bling up in here.
Not coming Monday, but the following Monday.
Yeah, the next muffin chat that we have.
Just a service announcement, letting you know.
A disco ball. I'm gonna do that in my vlog on Wednesday.
You should just don't say anything, but constantly be gesturing with them and show your food and be like, oh, whoops. Actually, I mean, oh, sorry, my plate's down here.
Sorry, I got a Cheerio stuck in my collarbone.
Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. There's a Cheerio in my CV.
I'm totally gonna call it a CV from now on. I'll be like, I need to find something to accentuate my CVs.
My seeds?
Yeah, my seeds, they're banging.
My seeds are banging. How was your week?
Me?
Yeah.
It was mediocre at best. It was pretty good. I got, I stayed on track. I was really hoping to have some sort of movement on the scale since I had weeklies left over and everything, but I weighed myself on Saturday and I completely was the same. I was completely the same to the ounce. So I maintained this week. I think it's because whatever I'm holding on to from vacation is like literal fat. Like I lost my water weight that I gained, and then this is just going to take a while to come off. So I'm hoping to see that scale, do some jumping jacks this week.
Maybe, but how did you feel? Did you feel better being back on plan? And
yeah, I felt better, but I do think that my body was holding on to some stuff this last week. I had a rough week last week in some ways, and I think things were weird. But I'm feeling much more better now, and
much more better.
I'm feeling much more better, and things is real good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like that you feel good, and this week is feeling good. And the best thing is that you didn't let it defeat you at all and just be like, well, what's the point? You know what I mean? We're still really solid this weekend.
Yeah, I stayed to plan. I switched all of my weeklies over. I didn't use them all. Didn't get busy. Did eat some cashews. That's like my cheat food. Well, and onions.
Not just like a raw onion though. You need to like really explain this because it makes you sound like you're Shrek. Like an onion straight out the field.
So I have a slight obsession with crunchy onions, those little onions that you put in like salads and soups and stuff. I can eat them by the handful. They're so good. And up until this point, I've only bought the little salad-sized bags you get at the grocery store. But this weekend we went to Costco. And I was like, oh, that's much more economical to buy this family-sized bag of crunchy onions. I think I've eaten like half of it. Like, I mean, I've counted the points for it, so I've eaten within my points, but I'm telling you, I regulate about 8 points a day in crunchy onions. Like, that's how bad it is.
You just decide what's worth it.
Yeah, and I mean, they're 1 point per tablespoon, so I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
I think that's so funny that is your trigger food.
I know. It's like I have very few things other than donuts that I could not say no to if they're in front of me. Crunchy onions is one of them. I was telling Celia I had to put the bag like out of visual sight so that I wouldn't just walk by and grab a handful and just shove in my mouth and then guesstimate some tablespoons.
Yeah. Well, at least you moved it. I think you're taking the precautionary fried onion route.
Yeah, and I'm finding all these things that you can put crunchy onions on.
Perfect.
Like, your breakfast cereal.
Yeah. I know. I love them on sushi rolls. Like, and it's like, that is so not authentic at all.
You've changed my life. That's going to be in my food plan for this week.
All right.
What's your week, Miss Celia?
Beautiful. beautiful. For if you guys don't know, I have recently switched over to keto and I love it. So how did my week go? So I was really solid in updating you guys about how I felt and everything in my vlogs. They were a little bit longer this week because of that, but I really want to document it not only for you guys, but for myself, looking back on how I felt on those days, what I did, that kind of stuff. And it was a really good week. So if you guys aren't really familiar, a lot of people and a lot of stuff shows that like the second week of keto tends to not be a very big loss, and a lot of people sometimes maintain on it. So I wasn't anticipating a huge loss this week, but I was down 1.2 pounds.
Whoop, whoop.
So that is fabulous. That puts me at almost 10 pounds lost on keto. So this is week 3. And yeah, it was incredible. Yes, Keto Connect. So people continue to ask me about like resources, and my favorite one is Keto Connect. Most of the time when you're like keto videos, you will find people that are like bodybuilders and like wearing crop tops and like, oh, I'm gonna do my meal prep, and you know what I mean? It's like very like Hollywood like looking to me and not very real. But Keto Connect is like legit. Like they're just down people that understand the real world, like I love them, and it's not pretentious or overinflated with like a lot of stats and stuff. So yeah, so that is a little bit crazy.
And my husband started keto this weekend.
Yeah, her husband started, so I'm able to kind of share with her. Another resource I like is Dr. Berg. He has his own YouTube channel. It's a lot of clinical information, so it can be a little bit hard to take in. And I watch a ton of really long, really boring seminars. Like I probably watched like a full 24 hours in seminars over the last 3 weeks. So
you should get a certificate.
I should.
Keto certificate.
But I am still by no means like an expert. I'm just being able to piece in stuff. Like I felt like I got a good, this is the basis of stuff. And now I'm able to kind of connect things and figure out why stuff is working and all of that kind of jazz. So yeah, but the program's going really, really good for me. I had an epiphany moment when I was actually listening to a podcast. Yeah, somebody said that the difference between switching in and out of things is being more in love with the results than in love with the journey. And I think that that really resonated with me, like, because weight loss itself, like that end result is no longer super motivating to me. I mean, I guess I want to lose weight and it's a big deal to me, but I need to love the process. And right now I am loving the process. I'm loving the way I feel. I mean, just today, I felt a little sluggish this morning. And then like after I've been eating my foods and doing what I need to do, like I feel like, I feel like really good. Like a lot of.
They should have a name for like when you feel really good on keto, like you know, you have the keto flu. There should be an opposite of that, like
keto high. So
yeah, like something that rhymes.
Yeah, so I've really been enjoying it, and it's been super easy, and I am completely blown away by how much my snack monster has been put aside.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, like you know how. Yeah, I love snacking, like little throughout the day, and I'm a big chip person. Even on my best days in Weight Watchers, I would still find a way to put chips in the equation. And I can tell you, like right now, if someone walked in and handed me, you know, a bag of Tim's Cascade jalapeno chips, I would be like, I'm good, actually. You know, like how I feel outweighs anything else. Like I'm excited in the morning to fuel my body. I'm excited about how I feel at the end of the night. So
I've been telling Celia how jealous I am of my husband's meals. I personally am not, I can't do keto right now, but my husband's doing it. And I'm like, I want a steak with cheddar cheese on it.
The grass just looks greener on the other side, because I'm sure there's people that are, you know, doing keto that are like, man, I wish I had the flexibility of Weight Watchers where I could eat balanced carbs and things, because yeah, you know, I love keto, but I also do believe that fruits and, you know, good carbohydrates do play a role in our bodies. So
potatoes.
It's not, yeah, it's not like I'm like anti, so.
That's okay. I eat my potato with my steak really slow right in front of my husband, like,
I think that it's because of the reduced sugar. Totally. I mean,
detoxes you kind of.
Yeah, and I'm not a bit like I can't, for me to say I didn't crave sugar, I'm not craving sugar at all. That doesn't really mean a lot because I'm not a big sugar person in the first place. I don't reach for, I would rather have an appetizer than a dessert. So
opposites.
Yeah, so that's not that, I mean, for me to say I went without sugar is not that big of a testimony, but I really don't have any cravings for it at all. And actually, I noticed that the things that I first started having on keto that I thought weren't that sweet are very sweet now, like having the stevia in my bulletproof coffee. In the beginning, I was like, this is not sweet enough. I almost need 2 packets. And now 1 packet of it definitely feels like way, almost too much. So, I mean, there's a little notice of difference there.
Jesse, no, sorry, 3+ of Bunny says, I don't want to live in a world where I can't eat potatoes. I'd be a grouchy monster.
That's like Cherie's life.
I think that would be my life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and keto, I think you can have some berries, some like low sugar and low carb fruits. I mean, all fruits have carbs, but if you want to work them into your carb count.
Yeah, so, but I just don't want it to, I definitely am not in the mindset of Weight Watchers versus keto. I'm not.
I think it's whatever's working for your body at that moment is what you should be doing.
Yes. And the reason I'm doing the research is not to outweigh like, or think that what keto is paramount to that. I just want to know why it is that I'm doing what I'm doing for my body. Like, not because I'm trying to discredit or disprove anything. So if I share something with you, I don't want you guys to be like, oh, does that mean because Weight Watchers doesn't follow this guideline that it's not good? No, this just means why keto is beneficial and why these things are working.
Yeah. And no diet is better than any one other diet. Celia and I are not in a diet war.
No, please don't think that at all. Like that, we're just, no. Nope. We're very happy to be balancing and talking and stuff, and it's good. So, have I had a date? Yes, actually, I went to My Little Ponies, and it wasn't a date night with my husband, but it was a date night with my, a friend that lives here that's very close to me. So we went and watched My Little Ponies, and we went and got a poke bowl beforehand. Pokey, I'm sorry. I always say poke, but that's not right. Poke bowl.
And Pokey sounds so cute.
I know. So I was able to make it very keto friendly by omitting any, because I use a salad base and I don't use any oil or any dressings that they have there, just the spicy mayo. And yeah, I was able to make it like totally keto, totally delicious. So I ate that before we went and then watched the movie. I didn't actually, because I'm not snacky or hungry, not having popcorn did not faze me at all in the movie theater.
Should have brought some sticks of bacon.
I could have if I wanted to, and I actually did pack my keto trail mix that I made, and I put it in my bag just in case, but I didn't even touch it. So then afterwards, we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, which is an awesome option if you guys are doing keto, because you can order stuff there without being weird, like, or not feeling like can I have it without a bun? Or, like you can just get, like I ordered an order of their traditional wings, and I got it dry rubbed with the dry rub seasonings, which has, it's all zero. And so that was really cool. And I had that and it was delicious and I was a happy girl. I'm not really drinking diet soda right now because aspartame does have an effect on your insulin levels. So I'm trying not to do that. Or if I do decide I want to, I'm going to go for a stevia based thing. And My Little Pony movie was amazing. There was a little bit of differences between voices and characters, but not enough to make me not like it. I would go see it 100 times.
I can't wait to see it when I come over.
I would love an appetizer day.
I would like not an appetizer. I would like a piece of cake. Actually, I would have the cake as my appetizer.
So, but yeah, that's long story short. That was how my week was. It felt very good. I was very happy. And yeah.
Sorry, I'm catching up.
And I was happy with the 1.2 loss. That felt very good. Yes.
Yes, queen.
I haven't started working out yet. This is the week that I am going to try. I'm going to try to go to Zumba tomorrow night. I think I'm going to try it. So we'll see in the vlog if I end up going or not. But I don't know why I'm so nervous to do it, but I just feel a little bit nervous to do it. But I shouldn't.
No, yeah, I think eventually once you get like regulated with like when you should eat and you're fasting and all that, I think you'll like working out won't be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer, the trail mix recipe is like, all I did is I bought raw pecans and I toasted them without any oil or anything. They're really high in fat and low in carbs. It's like only 1 carb for a 1/4 cup of them, but a lot of good fats. And then I added some shredded coconut unsweetened, and then I cut up some of the Duke's Links and put it in there, and it was really good. It smelled heavenly and it tastes really yummy.
Yeah, I think coconut and like meat goes really well together, like coconut and bacon sort of flavors. Like, don't they have a vegan coconut bacon?
I have no idea.
Oh, I think they do. I am a professional. I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm pretty sure you would know right now because
I'm obsessed.
You're obsessed with the vegans.
I know. I just love them so much.
They're so cute.
I just love them so much. All right, hold on. There's like a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. Tips on starting to work out. I have been on Weight Watchers 3 months and I haven't really started going to the gym. I find it hard to run it, but what I would say about that is being active and having a healthy lifestyle doesn't need to look like going to the gym. Try to find something that is entertaining or exciting for you to do and make that like I rollerbladed the other day and it was amazing. I'm going to be rollerblading more often and it was super fun. I would start out by just setting little step goals for yourself. If you have an activity tracker, park farther away from the store. Having an active lifestyle doesn't necessarily mean that you're strapping on a headband and, hitting the gym super hard every day. So yeah, I would just find something that you like and that would be good.
I think, I mean, like, cause I mean, we were going to the gym like before we went on vacation, but we haven't gotten back to it. But just getting out, like, you do not have to go anywhere special. You do not have to have a gym membership. Just go walk your neighborhood. Like, that's what I do every morning. 30-minute walk. You get a whole bunch of steps in. It gets your heart rate going. You can clear your mind a little bit. I think walking is like the best workout ever. I don't know why everyone just doesn't walk for 30 minutes. Like, it's great.
Yeah. Anything that is like the least, like that you don't have to put a ton of like fruff into, because I find if I make certain things that I'm like, oh, well, I have to go to the gym to work out. It's like, well, sometimes it's a really hard, and there's a lot of things that go into that make it easier for me to say, no, I'm not going to do that. But like I said, I have my rollerblades and they're right by the door. So, and sometimes all it takes is like putting it in your head, like, I'm going to go walk for 5 minutes, because odds are if you have your clothes on and you start walking, that 5 minutes can easily turn into 10. A lot of the time it's just the hardest part is getting out the door, or like getting yourself into that position.
And I think, I mean, and also YouTube is a great place. Like, you can get free yoga videos. You can do dance routines. If you don't even want to do a YouTube video, just turn on your favorite jams and just shake it out in your kitchen. I mean, housework can be a physical activity if you pound it out.
One word for you: prancercise. Look it up on YouTube. Prancercise. It will change your life, and you can prance your way to fitness.
Yeah, I like hiking, but I'm super paranoid about being like murdered on a hiking trail, so I won't go by myself. And my husband never wants to go. So I like walking my neighborhood where I can have my phone and my switchblade and my dogs and my bat.
A lot of stuff that you're carrying.
Dude, I look like I'm ready for a zombie apocalypse fight. Like, I have like a bag with like a whole bunch of stuff in it, and then I have a bat, and then I have my dogs. Like, homie, don't play. Don't try to kidnap me on the street.
Yeah, prancercise. Go look it up. Thank me later at how much you actually, one of my earlier, like the early videos that we did, I actually did a little bit of prancercise for.
Yeah, I think you did a 2-minute routine.
No, I think it was like 5 seconds, but you guys got the point.
Yeah.
Prance your way to optimal fitness.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff on YouTube for working out. Like, if you can't afford or don't feel motivated to, or hate the gym, free everything on the YouTubes.
Yeah, I really don't see like the benefit of going and like paying an absurd amount of money for like workout routines when YouTube is available.
Yes, Lou. I need one of those little tiny guns. I want one of those girly guns. They're like this big, but they will hurt you badly. My grandfather used to have one. It was like this big. I was like, that's a me-size gun.
It's a noisy cricket.
Yeah, because the shotgun doesn't fit so well in my belt.
Oh, so should we start going into some of these questions?
Yeah. All right. You'll have to chat dominator.
I'm gonna dominate the chat.
Go be the chat dominator.
Papers that roll in.
All right, let me pull it up. You guys are awesome with the questions.
Yeah, we got some good ones. Anya cleaned up shop.
Yeah, she did. She gave us a lot of material. All right, so Vicky asked what my eBay store name is. If you guys are new, me and my husband run an eBay shop from home where we find treasures and sell them on the internets. The name of our store is the 4-Star Stash, and I have it linked in all of my videos in the down bar, but that's in no way plugging for you to go and buy our stuff. It's just, that's the name of our store. We had the hardest time picking. We had a really hard time picking a name for the store.
I love 4-Star Stash. It makes me think of somebody with a really amazing mustache.
We picked it because we were like, well, we don't want to say 5-star because this is eBay. Like, I feel like you're setting people up. Like, it's 4-star. It's 4-Star Stash. 4 stars.
Wait. Hey, I don't. So how do I? I see. Oh, you can put people in timeout. That's precious.
Okay. You can put people in timeout. You can delete their message. You can block them. It's great.
I have to. But I'll keep an eye out.
All right, here we go. All right, Morgan says, you two are so charismatic. Where do you live in Georgia Street? Oh, that's me. I live in Douglasville, Georgia. It's about an hour outside of Atlanta. It's real nice. She mentions where she is from. I am gonna have to look that up. I think you're not too far from me. I don't know. I'm really geographically challenged. Oh, and she wants to know how old we are.
I am the ripe young age of 23.
I am the blushing rose petal age of 16 and a half. I'm just kidding. I'm 34.
I'm 33. Funny story. This whole year, I thought I was 32. Like, not a joke, but like for real. Like, I'm pretty sure I filled out medical things that I was 32. My daughter rocked my world. I aged an entire year in 30 seconds. God.
I don't know. I gotta say that I love my 30s. If I could have my 20s body with my 30s mind,
I don't know. I'd rather have my 30s body than my 20s body. Let's be real.
All right, let's say like my high school body with my 30s mind.
What am I doing wrong?
What are you trying to do? Delete somebody?
Well, I think I blocked them, but what else do I need to do?
That's it. They should not be able to post if you block them.
Should I remove that? Oh, no.
Yeah, you can remove what they post.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I just always have to.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay.
Jennifer, we are both happily married and not to each other.
But we wish we were sometimes. All right, Charity wants to know, how is keto and intermittent fasting going? You kind of covered that. And she said, are you finding it easier or harder than Weight Watchers?
I think that Weight Watchers is easier, to be honest. I mean, everything.
Well, because you can eat whatever you want and wherever you want.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like all, there's a lot, the restrictions are a lot less. They figure out everything and put it into a point system for you. So whereas like now I'm counting macros and all of these things. So easier wise, I think that Weight Watchers was easier.
Yeah.
So.
All right, you ready for Anya's?
Yes.
All right, ready? The first one is, what are your top 3 favorite teas, not including Teamy? Mine is Harvey and Brothers. Can't remember, but it's their hot cinnamon tea. It's so good. I like traditional medicinals, dandelion tea, and I like matcha. Any matcha powder. Any matcha green tea is my fave.
I like any unsweetened black tea.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Oh, and I like boba tea, but that really shouldn't count because it's pretty much a dessert.
Yeah. Well, no. I think that's pretty much all I go for is like an Earl Grey. If I'm gonna drink tea, I'm not a big green tea person. Like it has to be iced in with fruit for me to drink it. But I like just bitter black tea.
I love green tea, everything. Green tea ice cream, green tea desserts, green tea powder in my bananas. I just like green tea.
Tea one, the cupcake one, or the cake, the one that has the sprinkles in it, that one's pretty good.
All right.
There is a tracker for keto macros. It's the MyFitnessPal, and you can break everything down. They don't figure it out for you. You have to know what your macros are, and there's tons of macro calculators online. Try out a few of them, see what works for you. And then Jennifer gave me a tip for adding a way to be able to track your net carbs, but I can't figure it out because I'm dumb.
You just got to practice it.
I just got to practice more.
You got a big mouthful of booch. Ooh, that was tangy. Okay. Yeah. Your favorite books as a child, a teenager, a young adult, and currently?
As a child, it was, I loved Where the Sidewalk Ends by Shel Silverstein. I loved, there was a book called The Wish Tree. The
Giving Tree?
No, or The Wish Giver. Mm-hmm. That one, I used to read that one over and over again, and Harriet the Spy. Mm-hmm. And I know that there's more I read a lot when I was younger. I also read, and then as like a teen, I used to read these books called Moss Flower Book. There was like this Brian J. Hughes books, and it was like fantasy, but all the characters were animals, but they weren't acting like animals. They were acting like soldiers and against this like hierarchy of bobcats. So I loved those and Harry Potter. And as an adult, I read a ton of I don't know, honestly, as an adult, I read a lot of comic books, same as when I was younger. So I don't know what else to say about that. And I like historical fiction.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I liked Berenstain Bears. Is that how you say that? The Berenstain Bears?
Yes, Messy Room was my favorite. It used to make me always want to organize my room.
I liked the one where it was like the scary tree or something, and they had to like go over the hill and over the fence and then through the forest and back to the tree. That was my favorite one. And then there was one called Panda Cake, and it's like it rhymed and you could sing song it, and it was so cute and it always made me want a cake. And then as a teenager, I really loved fantasy novels, and I liked I can't remember the name of them, but they were like they were like all the seasons. There was 4 of them, and they were like a group of people that had to, fix things. And then as a young adult, my favorite author was S.E. Hinton. I loved The Outsiders and all of her books, all those young adult books. And then as a grown up, I really like Twilight. I read Twilight as an adult. It was my favorite books. Right now I'm reading Gone with the Wind. Love it. And I same as you, I like period dramas.
Yeah. We actually just read the
Tea Rose.
The Tea Rose, and it was very good.
Yeah.
That was a recommendation from Molly, Weight Watchers wifey, and we loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So that
right. Top 3 favorite Weight Watchers snacks. Crunchy onions. Mine would be fruit. I always go for fruit because it's 0 points. Popcorn, fat-free popcorn, and that's about it for me. That's low point.
I don't know about a low point option, but I like beef jerky, sprinkle me pink bars.
I gotta try those.
Yeah, those are.
I've been doing Weight Watchers for almost 2 years and I've never had one.
I don't know. I think that's probably. I can't really think what they were.
Do you have a favorite motivational quote or saying? Yes, queen.
That's pretty much all I ever say, and it motivates the F out of me.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not a quote person. I'm not very motivational in the quotations.
Yeah, I do really, as far as like motivation, I do really like, this is not a quote, this is just an idea that somebody posted on Facebook and I saw it. And it said, being overweight is hard and dieting and working out is hard. Choose your hard.
Mm-hmm.
So.
That sounds dirty.
Choose your hard. Hashtag that when you guys need motivation. Look up the hashtag. Find your heart.
Hashtag nut milk. Hashtag choose your hard.
Choose your heart.
What's your favorite mythical animal?
Unicorn.
Mine would be a teacup elephant sloth. I just made that up.
Mythical.
Is that not mythical?
Mythical AF.
I've always wanted a teacup elephant. They don't exist, but I want one. I want one that I can like throw peanuts at. And it'll just follow me around. It's like my Dexter-sized elephant.
That'd be super cute.
Things that you love to hate. Reality shows.
That you love to hate? Or
yes.
That you hate that you love?
Oh, yeah. What does he mean? Love to hate. Things that you love to hate.
Bad eyebrows.
Yeah, really bad makeup looks.
They're fun. They're just fun to look at. Also,
fun.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not even the same thing, but I love it when people fall down. It makes me laugh so hard. As long as it's not hurt. Like, I want you to be hurt or anything. But, like, especially when they go, ugh, like, that makes me giggle so bad.
I'm totally going to fake fall when I'm around you.
Oh, my gosh. It makes me laugh. And Sheree likes to startle people and scare them really bad. Like, jump out and hide and, like, ah!
That is my favorite thing to do. I'm going to scare your kids so bad when I'm there. I'm just going to, like, wait until they wake up and just scream at them.
Should I be okay with this? Like, I don't even like,
I'm going to hide under your bed and scare you and your husband. Ha!
Come on over. Scare me, babies.
Who or what inspires you? I was going to say, I would say Celia.
Yeah, you inspire me.
I think Celia and I are the perfect yin and yang, and I think our weaknesses are the other one's strength.
Yes.
So I don't know. We're like the perfect couple.
Fit together like one of them jigsaw pieces.
Just like a piece of a puzzle. Wow. Top 3 places you want to go someday. Hawaii, Scotland, Australia.
I want to go to New Zealand and go to that hotel that they've made like the Hobbiton.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Hobbit town because I'm obsessed with Lord of the Rings. That was also another book, the series that I read in my youth that I loved. Obsessed with all of Tolkien's books. Tolkien books. So I would want to go to New Zealand. I want to go to New Orleans.
Oh, it's so great.
I know, I've never been. And I just want to go back and hang out with Shuri. But I also want to go to Disney World. So we could, I want to go.
All great places. Let's do all of that.
Do that. But and I also want to go to Korea.
Eat the food. I want to go to Costa Rica and play with the sloths.
You've already been there.
I haven't.
Oh, I thought that's not where you went.
I went to Peru.
Yeah, Peru.
There's no sloths there.
No, just gotta catch up.
Do you want cake or pie? I mean, do you prefer cake or pie? I want a cake with a pie baked in it. That sounds great.
Church of England, cake or death? Cake, please.
Okay. When is your birthday?
My birthday is the first day of spring. March 20th.
Oh. You're a spring baby.
I'm a spring baby.
Mine is January 29th. I am an Aquarius.
This is the dawning of... Nobody ever says North Dakota.
Dang it. I'm going to say that next time somebody asks me. Where do you want to visit? North Dakota.
Delaware. Hi. We're in Delaware.
All right. This could be a long one. Favorite makeup brands. Mine is Kat Von D.
Notoriously Morbid.
And I really like Urban Decay. I don't buy from them anymore, but I really like them.
I really like Too Faced because their packaging gives me life.
So cute.
Beautiful. I also like Notoriously Morbid. Big fan. And probably Kat Von D just because I really like her
everything.
Eyeliner is the bee's knees.
Her lipsticks are banging.
I don't wear lipstick. What
are your other YouTube channels? I only have one other one, and it is Secondhand Sweetness.
I only have one other one that I post to, and it is Funkmaster Celia. I just post like my thrifting finds and my VHS obsessions. And actually, I have a bunch of comic book videos on there from when I was much heavier. So that's always like, it's kind of fun to go back and look at those actually.
Yeah, I should post some for my beauty channel. Like when I first started YouTube, I don't even look like the same person.
Yes.
I had a whole lot more face then.
More face.
Favorite character in the Harry Potter universe? That's probably a major question. Yeah, I would say it'd be Hagrid, or what's the little sock guy?
Dobby!
He's so sweet.
He is so sweet. Ever tried? No, I don't even know what that is.
What superpower would you want and why?
I
would want I Dream of Jeannie's powers, because really she could just do whatever she wants whenever she wants. Like just twitches her nose and like her house is clean. Twitches her nose and things appear. That's what I would want. Stack of money. Clean house.
I want that too.
Lose 800 pounds. All right. That was all. Woo! That was a good one.
Invisible would be good.
All right. Tamra wants to know, what is your favorite quick Weight Watchers dinner? Mine is grilled chicken and veggies.
Yeah, I think mine was, I don't know. I ate a lot of Trader Joe's wontons.
Oh, yeah. Those are good.
Ate a lot of those, and I think Chick-fil-A is pretty fast.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
All right. Mallory wants to know, what is the best and hardest thing about vlogging your lives weight loss journeys?
I think, honestly, we haven't had to deal with much negativity, to be honest. We've been really lucky in that sense.
Yeah.
But that's always not fun when you are being super vulnerable and someone decides to be a douche canoe.
Yeah, that's always terrible. Yeah, I'd say that the best part is meeting like-minded women and connecting with people who are on the same journey as you are, who feel those same feelings that you have, so you don't feel like you're alone or crazy. And then like the hardest part is I kind of feel pressured to, you know, be entertaining,
Yeah.
so that it's not boring, but I also want to be authentic, you know, and then also dealing with the hater spaders. So
That's actually so I can't speak on for Cherie on this, but I think the hardest part for me about vlogging is that Cherie is a very bright, exuberant, funny, like upbeat person, and that's just not the way that I am. And so I think that sometimes I feel like people may be disappointed because I'm not like as bubbly.
glitter and rainbows.
Yeah, I mean, I love glitter and rainbows all day long, but it's going to be delivered to you in an alto bass voice with minimal inflection.
Yeah, I have a personality that's like I'm excited about everything, and my husband's told me that, and I can't hold it in. Like that's my natural personality.
I'm very excited too, but I just am like, it's very low key. So I think that people like really love Cherie's energy, which I do too. Girl's my best friend. I love that about her, but that is just not me. Like I'm more of a Daria.
I feel like I'm Daria on the inside, and I'm totally like a cheerleader on the outside.
Yeah, Quinn.
Win.
Quinn.
This is just for you. She said, "What made you decide to make the change to the keto diet, and what are your goals with the new lifestyle?"
So the change for me was I couldn't. I just wasn't excited about what I was doing anymore, and I wanted to try something new. And so I started reading about it. Actually, first I started watching some videos on YouTube of people that I don't even know what they were doing. I'm pretty sure it was keto. But initially I thought, well, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. I would never do that. I'm not going to eat spoons of mayonnaise. This is gross. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I love the benefits. I like that the mental clarity, help with a lot of people, it helps with like their PCOS or, severe cramping and things like that. I just like a ton of different things. And so that is what kind of got me to try it out and to start to see how I feel. And it was initially I saw like people do challenges like for an amount of time, but I just wasn't comfortable doing that because most of the benefits, like you're not even actually in ketosis for a while, like where you on a cellular level have switched your body from burning carbohydrates and like sugar to burning fat. So I didn't want to put a time frame on it or anything. So I was just like, well, balls to the wall, commit to this. And that's what I've done. And then so far I've not regretted it at all. What was the other part of that question?
What are your goals with this new lifestyle?
Just to be happy and to feel content. I want to be, weight loss is not easy for me, and I will never be a person that is just like, doesn't have to worry or think about it. So I want a lifestyle where I don't hate every single day and I can feel good. So that's what my optimal goal is in everything that I'm doing. I'm just a messy person right now, and I'm trying to put some pieces together.
Yeah, I think that's a good reason to switch things up when you know yourself that well and you know what your body and your mind needs.
Yeah, so that's it. And things are going good. I think I saw somebody had asked like what was my favorite part about it, and it's just the way that I feel. I'm kind of let go of this, like I'm not hungry and I'm not snacky, and those were really bad feelings for me. So this is just where I am. I feel like my relationship right now with food is in a great place. So that feels really good. That's a freeing feeling.
I think that's great.
I think that's real good.
That's real good.
Mm-hmm.
Beth wants to know, what do you do when you don't want to do Weight Watchers anymore, but you know you must? Love you both. First of all, you don't have to do Weight Watchers. Free your mind and the rest will follow. You can do whatever you want.
But if that is a goal of yours that you want to do it, but you're not being able to find the motivation to do it, I would really spend some time reconnecting with what it is that you're not enjoying about the program. And if there's a way for you to adjust it. I mean, if it's just that you're bored of the foods that you're eating, maybe find a way to shake it up a little bit. Whenever I am lacking motivation, I go to YouTube and I just start typing in stuff and I look for new people to watch. and things like that, because sometimes it's helpful. I'm a documentary gal too. If I watch a documentary, I am all of a sudden ready to change my life.
Me too. Which is why I got to stop watching the vegan videos.
Yeah. So I think, and you know what? I don't know if you go to meetings or not, but say that. I bet you anything that there is nobody in that group that did not feel at one point that they didn't want to do Weight Watchers anymore. So bring it up. Be like, hey, what do you guys do when you don't want to do Weight Watchers anymore? I mean,
I feel like Weight Watchers has, and I know I'm a broken record on the Simply Filling, but if you are tired of counting smart points, if you are tired of the original Weight Watchers program, try Simply Filling for a little bit. If only just to shake it up and eat some different foods and experience not having to count and obsess. Do that for a little bit, and then if it's not working for you, you can go back to Smart Points, and by then you'll probably be excited. You know, I like that Weight Watchers offers 2 programs for you to try before you don't do Weight Watchers anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, Simply Filling does help if you are just like really don't want to be thinking about points and counting everything and doing that. That's Simply Filling is a really good option for that.
Yeah.
I know I've mentioned this before, but yes, I do still work for Weight Watchers. And I know people are like, why? Because you're doing keto. But I did Weight Watchers and I was very successful. I love the program. I think it does great things for people. And even now, to this day, even doing keto, I am able to use and access so many elements of the Weight Watchers program. There is tons of support for all kinds of things that are really beneficial across the board and aren't just Weight Watchers related. So,
Yep. Charity wants to know, what does matcha green tea do for you and how do you make it again? This is to me. It depends. All matcha is different. Some is really earthy and kind of bland and bitter, but some is kind of light and sweet and a little bit grassy, but not in a bad way. And I take 1 teaspoon of straight matcha powder. You can buy it in the tea section at most grocery stores. It's kind of pricey. And then I just mix it with 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then I put out some stevia in there and heat it up on the stove, and I make a little matcha latte. It is delicious. All right, Sherry wants to know, since all your journeys have a destination, what do you consider to be your destination with Weight Watchers or you with keto? Is it meeting goal weight, being on Lifetime, or ending your Weight Watchers subscription or other?
I don't have an end goal.
Yeah, what's weird is when I started Weight Watchers, I did.
Yeah, with the weight wise, yeah, I have a goal. I know where I feel really good about myself. Like that is where I want to. That's eventually where I want to be. But I really had to switch out of that mindset of that is going to be my motivator, is that goal, because it wasn't working for me. So I had to find a way to love the process.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because when I started doing this, my goal was to just be skinny. Like that was my goal, but I'm in a totally different place now. I want to reach my goal. That's not the thing. But more, I just want to change my life. I just don't want to be on any roller coasters anymore. I just want to get there in a decent amount of time, and I want to have taught myself how to eat as a normal person and still be successful, you know. I don't want to have to obsess over points for the rest of my life. So I think that would be my destination, is I want to get to a point where I'm at a healthy weight. I don't go to the doctor's office and they tell me I need to lose weight. And I'm able to eat without, you know.
The BMI was a really big deal for me. Like for me to be able to be in a normal BMI range, even if it was at the top of it, that my whole life I'd never been in a healthy BMI range. So that was like, that was a really big deal.
Yeah, I don't have the same push to be that way because I'm still B. So like even at my smallest, I was still in the higher end of my BMI and I look like, but just being at a healthy weight where I don't have to worry about any health problems and I want to live longer. And
I didn't mean that to be like pushing the whole BMI, like you need to be in a normal BMI. I didn't mean that at all, but I'm just saying for me, it was when I had hit that point, it felt really good. It felt really good to not see red, you know?
Like it was an accomplishment to be in a normal range.
I've been in the obese category like 90% of my life. So
Yeah.
that was it was a big deal for me. So um yeah.
We only have 3 more.
Okay.
Jennifer has the question for you. She said, what is your top 5 things you have found works best for your new way of eating, and how has your husband done with it?
Things that work best for me? So
Yeah.
okay. Well, I'm just going to be technical about it because I've talked a little bit about how the emotional side and how I feel. So things that are working the best for me is intermittent fasting is fabulous. I feel really, really good. I'm paying attention to how my body feels with everything. So it's a really good feel. Intermittent fasting feels really good. Also, eating fat with foods that are high in lutein is I notice is like a big thing. So I think before, when I was doing Weight Watchers, I was always eating like my greens and stuff with low fat dressings, and I wasn't really getting the benefits of them. But lutein is like a fat soluble. Those are phytonutrients that are fat soluble. And once you compare, when you pair them with fat, they're able to break the brain blood barrier. This is a lot of information, guys. But that itself, I feel like, is giving me so many benefits. Like, I feel so much more clearer. I feel better. And that's what I attribute to, is that now I'm actually eating my phytonutrients with what they are, what works with them synergy wise. So I think that is a big deal. And my husband he loves it. I mean, because the food that I make is great for him. I just make little modifications. Like, I made homemade fettuccine Alfredo, and they had it with noodles, and I had it with zoodles, and it was a really delicious meal that we had together. And so he's very happy with it.
Yeah, I feel like keto is adaptable to both diets, or people who are not dying and people who are doing keto.
Yeah, I think once I figured out intermittent fasting and figured out how big of a deal that the fats were to it and everything, I felt so much better. What?
Sorry, I'm excited about the next question.
What's the next question?
All right, this is the first part of it, but what are your favorite cooking shows on TV?
We don't have cable, so.
I don't really watch them on TV, but I really love the Pioneer Woman. I like her shows. And then I watch cooking YouTube channels. And I love High Carb Hannah. She's a vegan. She's a vegan person. I am obsessed with vegans, guys. I love them. So High Carb Hannah, and then I also love Emmy Eats. She does more like tasting videos, but she does cook stuff like different foreign foods, and then she tastes them. So those are my faves.
Yeah, I used to watch a lot of mukbangs.
Yeah, I'm glad you got out of that face.
Yeah, which was really, really fun. There was a show that was only on Food Network for a little bit, but it was called The Heartland Table.
Oh, I remember that. I mean, you made me watch it. It was really good.
And she was fabulous.
I don't know why she didn't take off. And then the second part of this question is my favorite, because this is one of my favorite reasons to eat food, and it's what are some of your favorite food scenes in movies?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Best question ever. I have so many.
I absolutely love the scene in The Hobbit when they're throwing around all of the food out of the cupboard, and it shows their big feasting plates with eggs and everything. It was like super. Hobbit food looks the best always. Julie and Julia had some of the most amazing food scenes I've ever seen in my life. Uber delicious. The scene from Chocolat at the end, and they're pouring chocolate gravy over stuff. Amazing.
I love the beginning scene of Dexter, the intro where he just makes breakfast and he cuts the fruit, and it just makes me want breakfast and a cup of coffee. I love the turkey scene in A Christmas Story, where they have that big juicy turkey, and even when he's making him eat the mashed potatoes, it makes me want mashed potatoes. Oh my God, there's so many. Hook, where they're throwing the food across the table and
the face, and he's like,
yeah, so good, so good. What else? I know there's more. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. But yeah, pretty much any food scene in a movie is good for me.
Yeah, Julie and Julia there was so much goodness in that. I love it when it's just really like big, plentiful, like wholesome. I don't know, something
Big
about
whole loaves of bread and like pies.
cut and like eggs on a big, like banged up wooden table, and like people are drinking out of like
Steins.
Yeah, like handmade,
Earthenware.
yeah, earthenware. So good.
That was a really good question.
That was Julie makes me want to work my. It does. It does. I love that. That movie is really, really good. It's one of my favorite movies, actually. I loves it.
All right, we got just a few more. These are from Debbie. She's our last questionnaire.
Okay, so yeah, so if you guys are thinking of any questions on the tip of your tongue, go ahead and put them in the chat. We'll answer them after this.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? I would live in Hawaii, and I've never been there.
I would live next door to you in Hawaii.
Let's go to Hawaii and live in a treehouse.
Yeah, I just want to live next to you. I don't really care where I live. I just want to live next to you.
Yeah, I want to live in Seattle or Portland.
You don't have to come. I mean, just if we could find some way to be together, that would be amazing.
That would be the best life. How many years have you been with your partner?
I think my gosh, please nobody fall for that. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
What is it?
It says, just so stupid. Get out of here.
Why do we have so many today? That's like the third one. I deleted one before I went off of there.
God, what a turd burglar.
How many years have you been with your partner? I think we got married the same year, didn't we?
What?
We didn't know each other then, but how long have you been with your partner?
I can't remember our anniversary year right now. I forget our anniversary constantly, but
ours will be 6 years this September. We got married in 2011.
Married in 2012.
I'll let you marinate on that.
I got married in 2012. I remember.
What is your favorite thing about each other? I can't pick just one. Your humor.
That you're, no, just everything that I need in one adorable little form.
Yeah, I can't think, like, there's no one that's more than the other. Just all of the Celia.
Yes.
In a mason jar.
A mason jar.
What is the best thing about YouTube for you?
Well, I do like the encouragement that you get. I mean, when you're having a rough day, for the most part, you get some pretty good feedback.
I would say the YouTube community, it'd be a tie between the YouTube community and our amazing subscribers. Like, we have had the most positive, like overwhelmingly positive experience, and we've been on YouTube now together for like 2 years almost.
Yeah.
That's a long time to be mostly positive. So I don't know. When we started the channel, I was really worried about it. I was like, I don't want to talk about diet. I don't want to talk about food. Like, people are going to be all up in your grill. It's going to be terrible. And it's been nothing but freaking amazing. So
yes.
All them words.
Something that stuck with me in a documentary. So lately I've just been watching ones about sugar. There's a ton of them out there that are just like talking about how sugar affects us in society, and it's just like, it's really muddling, and it's so heartbreaking. And oh my gosh, if you want which one was it that I watched? I can't remember. I watched one, and it was like showing these kids that are going through like their struggles and their addiction to sugar, and oh my gosh, it was heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking. Because people want to blame parents, but we don't really have a ton of information out there about, I don't know. Anyway, so I think that is just like the effects of sugar in our, in everything.
Yeah, I feel like we could get off on a whole nother tangent on this, but I feel like the diet that is pushed on you as an American is completely different than in some other countries. And I feel like they do not push health, they push money. And they're putting, well, yeah, but I mean, in other countries, like, there's stuff that is banned there because it's not only is it bad for you in large quantities, it's just poisonous. And we have it in our food.
That totally makes it is a money industry. Food and healthcare are
and diet is a huge. I mean, I saw an advertisement on TV the other day for a diet pill that you can get from your doctor. Like, they've created a diet. I don't know what it is, but it's a diet pill that is magical according to the TV.
That's like, man, it's so hard because I remember, like, I was so, like, if you would have asked me when I was, before I started Weight Watchers, before I started working on like my weight loss, if you had ever asked me, and like, if anyone was like, hey, if you could have one wish right now, what would it be? And it would always, in my mind, I'd be like, I want to be thin. I want to be a normal size. Like, I don't want to be big anymore. Like I was so plagued and terrorized by it, and so just a prisoner of it. And that idea that there was going to be, not be patient with myself. And because and every time I would think about doing something like changing into a healthy lifestyle, I would be so tempted by the fast results that I would see everywhere around me. And I hate that. Because you saying that, I can think about the way that I used to think about things, and that would have targeted me in a heartbeat. I would have been like, well, what is it? Let me see if there's any results on YouTube about it. Let me look this up. Is there really something? I'll do this.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, I mean, I lost a significant amount of weight on diet pills, and that wasn't healthy.
They were given to you by your doctor.
Yeah, I did not like get them on the street corner. Like, they were given to me by a doctor who did not care about my health. And I'm pretty sure that my consumption of those for such a long period of time is why I'm having so many issues now.
Totally.
So I think you just got to decide, what's worth it to you. Not that I'm saying if you have turned to diet pills that you're like a terrible person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying proceed with caution. Make it a last resort.
It's such a different feeling to like do it though, to like be doing something and working hard at it and seeing your life change and seeing the things around you change. And like I said, I thought my whole life I had asthma, and I was just really overweight.
Yeah.
Like that was it. Once I lost weight, I was able to run. I ran a 5K on Thanksgiving with my daughter. Like,
yeah.
All right. The year before that, I was picking out which stretch pants would have the most give. Like, it was so, you just don't, I don't know. You just don't realize all of the stuff that helps on the path, all of the victories, all of the self-love, all of that is so important and so necessary.
And I never saw any of that until we started this. Like before Weight Watchers, before this community, I just saw it as, I just want to be skinny. Like there was no, like, I want to be healthy. There's no, I want to have these non-scale victories. It was just, I just want to be skinny. I didn't even know what skinny was. I just wanted to be it. And so I would just not eat. I would just starve and do terrible things to my body because that's all I wanted was just to be skinny. That was like the goal. Now yeah, that's great. I want to be at a healthy weight, but I'd much rather be in a healthy body.
It's so weird too when you're like, this is totally off topic, but this is like completely making me think of this. But that when I was heavier, I always thought every single thing was surrounded about my weight. Like if I was gonna be scrubby and go to the grocery store, I couldn't because like I would feel like self-conscious. Like, oh, look at that sloppy overweight lady that doesn't take care of herself. Mm. If I was going to be eating something in public or around people, I would feel like I would either have, like if I was going to eat a regular sized meal, I felt like I would have to tell people, this is the first thing I've eaten today. Or because I didn't want them to judge like, oh, well, that chunky girl's eating again. Like I would feel like I had to put a disclaimer on everything. Like I haven't eaten anything else today. This is what I'm going to have. Or because I wouldn't get a salad instead of my fries, or like everything I did was always like pressing on me about it. And I was, horrible. Horrible. I'm just saying like those things don't just go away because you lose weight. Like they're still there. They're still in your mind. Like you still have to figure out how to get past those and to find self-love and gentle and all that. And, I feel like doing a program that takes some time and that you're doing it slowly, I think that definitely helps.
Yeah, because before, that's why I've been on this roller coaster my whole life, is because before I didn't really have an end goal. I just didn't want to eat because I wanted to be skinny. And I didn't learn anything. I didn't change my life. I just would have a temporary solution as fast as possible and then done, Yeah.
Ugh. So much.
Yes. Well, this was a really good chat, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for all of the question and asking and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, Lacey. That's really hard. You know, whether it's an eating disorder or, you know, I mean, binge eating, body
We
disorder.
could do a whole segment on that, like
So much.
from knowledgeable adultness and childhood, these things are pushed on you and these ideas, and then they just turn into obsessions, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. And when I was overweight, I was looking at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was everybody's body. Are they bigger? Like when I would walk in a room, I would be gauging who's bigger than me, who's smaller than me. I wasn't trying to be judgmental or mean, but I just wanted to find my place and where I felt where am I in this room? So weird. So weird, the things that we do, you know? And that was one thing I still caught myself doing, you know? And I remember the first picture that I took of myself full body when I got my boots. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
In my bedroom, I took a picture of that was the first time I had taken a full body picture of myself. And I was so happy that I did it because I still in my mind, I was so much bigger than what I thought than I actually was. And even now, because I had a gain, you guys would not even believe like the things that would go on in my head all the time when I would look in the mirror. Like, it's getting better now, but it was, and then I took some before pictures I wanted to take pictures of when I first started keto. And so I took those pictures and when I looked at them, I was like, what are you doing to yourself? Like, you are not like, like this monster that you put yourself out to be. Those kind of things just don't go away, but they get better when I'm being proactive about what I'm doing and when I feel good about
Making conscious decisions and doing good stuff for your body. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes away and it gets better.
I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel a lot better about the scale when I know that I've done, it's still frustrating, but I know that I've done all that I can, you know, that week or whatever. Woo!
That's a lot. I'm so sorry. My mom, if I don't text her back in 5 minutes, she's like pretty certain I'm dead. So I'm like, okay, Mom, pump the brakes. She sent me 3 text messages right in a row.
Yeah, that's my mom too. She's like, have you been kidnapped? What are you doing?
You didn't
have your husband.
And I can see because I have an iPhone now that you have read. My mom does not have a Southern accent, guys. Anyway,
all right, guys. I think this was a long enough chat to make up for missing next week.
Yeah. And you don't have to take it all in one dose. Watch half.
Yeah, listen to us while you clean your house.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, yeah, my head. I can't wear my glasses because of the glare with the lights, but having these bright lights on me is like my eyes. I think I've burnt my retinas.
They're down.
I need some lutein in my diet so that way I can have proper health of my retinas.
Bye, Lacey.
So anyway, I'm gonna go have a fat bomb.
I'm gonna go eat an RX bar and watch some Step by Step.
I love RX bars.
All right, guys. Well, we will see, or Celia will see you tomorrow, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye, Muffin.